Maurice here back for another Power Pack training. Today we're going to talk about how to get social media marketing clients when you're struggling and you don't know how to make cold calls. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the truth of the matter is, if you want to get social media marketing clients, you have to develop your skills, okay? A lot of you guys' skills are not on point, okay? And notice that, let's just start from ground zero. If you want to build a social media marketing agency, the first thing you must know how to do is get clients, okay? And the reason why I like to teach cold calling, it builds your character. It builds your skill set when it comes to communicating, okay? It's not that it's necessarily the cold calls, but it builds character in you, okay? It builds tough skin in you. It allows you to develop, okay? If you want to develop a $10,000 a month income, which most of you guys do, you have to develop a $10,000 a month skill set. And when you make calls, okay, when you buy the courses and you get the coaching and you do what you need to do, even if it's going through all my YouTube videos or all the other social media guys that are out there that are putting out great content for you, all right? You got to consume that content, but you also got to apply that content, okay? You got to apply what you're learning, all right? Because that's where you get good at, all right? You get good when you start to take action. Okay, and you get on that first call and you say, oh man, that didn't work. Okay, then you say, oh man, that didn't work. Then you say, oh man, that worked. When I said that way and I did it that way, I started to get my first, and you start to grow. You start to get better at the game. See, a lot of you guys aren't getting good at the game. That's why you don't have clients. Okay, so number one, you got to build skills. Okay, cold calling is a skill, and this is why I like cold calling, because it's not what I like to call a difficult skill to learn. Okay, like copywriting. All of you guys can't be copywriters because it takes a lot of time and it takes a certain skill set. Okay, it's a harder skill set to learn. You know, it's like being a doctor. You got to put in 10 years to be a doctor, minimum. Okay, minimum. And most of us aren't cut out to be a doctor. I know I'm not. I make what a doctor make, you know, 6-figure income. But as far as me trading 10 years of my time, nah, I'll pass on that. I don't got that long. And it's the same thing with some of the other strategies that you guys are doing, you know, whether it's sending copy or sending emails and DMs and stuff like that. You got to have a certain skill set to get people to respond. But cold calling, anybody can pick up the phone and learn how to smile and dial. Smile and dial. Okay, that's what you want to do. Smile and dial, and you want to get good at it. Now, there are books and courses and trainings, okay, that you have to take if you want to get good at the skill of setting appointments and closing deals on the phone. Okay, so if you want to close deals on the phone and get your first $1,000, $2,000 client, then you got to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to give it the next month, 30 days. I'm just going to give it 30 days of nothing but making calls. I'm going to set aside an hour or two every day, and I'm going to make calls, okay? And if you do that, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get good, okay? You want to get your scripts. You want to get your rebuttals. You want to get your scripts, and you want to get your rebuttals. You want to consume the videos. You want to consume the course, all right, and apply it. All right. And if you do this, ladies and gentlemen, you will get clients. OK, you're going to learn. See, a lot of you guys and learn. If I asked you how many calls have you made this week, some of you guys might say a big fat 0. That's not going to cut it, ladies and gentlemen. You have to be working on yourself consistently. If you talk to the average basketball player and you ask them, how many hours do they spend practicing? Your mind will be blown to know how hard those guys work. When we see them perform out on the field, ladies and gentlemen, that's because they have spent hours, matter of fact, thousands of hours practicing, getting good at their craft. Have you been practicing this week? Have you bought the courses? Have you got the coach? Or you just sit back consuming all the free YouTube videos and not investing in yourself and not taking action, okay, I can almost guarantee you some of the clients that I have, it's because I showed up. It's not that I had any, particular skill set, even though I'm good on the phone, but a lot of people were just ready. And I believe that if you get on the phone and you make calls, you're going to have business owners that drop on your lap and just say, oh, I was interested in social media. I'm interested in this thing. I was waiting for somebody to call me. Or I was thinking about this a couple weeks ago. I was thinking about, setting up a social media presence. And here you are calling them. 98% of success is just showing up. But here's the thing. Most of you guys aren't showing up. Where are you at? Notice when you go to Walmart and before you walk in that door, or McDonald's or any store, you go to the mall, and before you go to those doors that open up, you walk up to them and you look down in the corner, it has their hours of operation, okay? And that lets you know what time you can show up. But most of you guys don't have your hours of operation, and you're not showing up for success. And therefore, you're not reaping any results. Okay? So if you want to get social media marketing clients, number one, you got to work on your skill set. You got to work on yourself. You got to practice. Make those cold calls. Practice. Get good at it. Even if, because I'm going to be releasing some hot content here soon about how to attract, we like to call it attraction marketing, how to attract business owners to your social media agency without cold calling. Okay? And I know a lot of you guys are salivating at the mouth right now, okay? But I'm going to tell you right now, when that content is released, okay, and if you're afraid to make cold calls, meaning you're afraid to talk to business owners, it's not going to work, because it allows you to build a communication skill set. When you can communicate effectively what is social media marketing, what it does, and how it can affect a business owner. You have to be able to communicate that. I don't care if somebody's seen you, because if somebody's going to hand you a $2,000 or $3,000 check, they're going to want to talk to you. And if you're afraid to talk to business owners, or you don't make calls and you're not used to talking to them, that's not going to help you any. So you still got to make calls and build your communication skills up. All success is communication, ladies and gentlemen. You have to learn how to communicate. And if you don't know how to communicate, and I hear people saying, man, I'm afraid to make cold calls. Well, guess what? That just has to do with limiting beliefs. That's why I always tell you guys that you got to always listen to positive information daily. That's why I put out positive stuff, because you guys have music being played in your mind. And then most of it is negative garbage telling you can't do something. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. If Joe Blow has made $50,000 a month, guess what? You can do it. You guys all remember the story of Roger Bannister when he broke the 4-minute mile. Before Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile, meaning he ran a mile within 4 minutes, there was a lot of people that never did it. But once he hit it, once Roger Bannister proved that it could be done, you can run a mile in less than 4 minutes, then everybody started breaking the 4-minute mile. Everybody started breaking it. Running in 3.50 minutes. They were just breaking the record. Why? Because somebody had proven that it can be done. And I'm here to prove to you guys today that if I did it, I made 6 figures my first year as a newbie, you can do it. But you have to be willing to do what I did to get what I got. Successful people do what unsuccessful people aren't willing to do. 98% of the people in social media aren't making money. Why? Because they're not willing to get a coach. They're not willing to buy courses. They're not willing to burn the midnight oil. They're not willing to read 30 minutes to an hour a day. They're not willing to listen to positive information like Jim Rohn, an hour or two a day. They're not willing to get on YouTube and search out the good information and find people that they can model like you're doing here with me. You have to be willing to invest in yourself, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be successful. If not, you're not going to be able to be successful. That's just how it is. Success is about taking daily actions, ladies and gentlemen. And if you take daily actions, ladies and gentlemen, you build your skills, you practice, you invest in your mind, you do what you're supposed to do on a consistent basis, you pick the phone up, you make the calls, ladies and gentlemen, you will be successful and you will get clients, okay? My name is Maurice Gear. I hope this training has been of immense value to you. What I want you guys to do, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys thought about this. You guys can get clients. Just consume this. Do what I said. Follow the steps, and you will get social media marketing clients. See you guys on the next one. Bye for now.